Love Fridays.
Thank goodness it's Friday,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, this week sort of I went by faster. I was complaining last week that it was slow, so God made up for it for me. And
No kidding.
This one went
It's like in
faster.
hyperdrive right now, right?
yeah, it is.
I like that.
So we had such a fun time yesterday. Emmett was here with Pat. And
So you have big shoes to fill today.
I'm fine.
I'm not trying to intimidate you or anything.
Oh, I'm not at all.
And then Pat, of course, is not here because
Does
they have their
everybody
big
know our
event.
co-host?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's right. I'm Merle Haggard. I'm drunk and an hour late. There you go.
Gary
Cogill.
Cogill, thank you so
Nice
much
to
for
see
being
you.
here with us. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah,
But
thanks.
anyway, so Pat and Emmett have their
Right.
big event tonight, and then of course the golf tournament tomorrow, and so she is off this morning taking care
They have
of
the
all
stiletto
the details.
strut at Willow
Right.
Bend with Neiman's today at 11,
And
so that's where she's at right now.
Yes,
She's strutting in her stilettos.
She's strutting in her stilettos.
she does it well. I'll tell
I've
you
never
that.
done that. I have no
Is that on
idea.
your-
You've
That's on your
never put
bucket
on your
list?
fiance's high
It is-
heels and walked around the house?
It is
What's
not
wrong
on my
with
bucket
you?
list, and I probably will never experience it, and that's okay. I'm all right with that.
You're okay.
I can do that.
Tell everybody what you're doing nowadays.
Well, I was at Channel 8 for 24 years as their film critic. So after 10,000 movies and 30,000 interviews and hosting Good Morning Texas a lot, I just decided I wanted to make movies. So I left 3 years ago. Created a company called LeCo Films, and we've been off on this adventure, which we'll explore later. But we just finished wrapping our first big feature film.
That is so
And
exciting.
it's huge. It's not little. It's huge.
So did you produce
Yeah.
it? Did you direct it? Did you
Produced
write it?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been producing it with my business partners, and so we've been working on it for quite a while.
Which means you had
Yeah.
to raise the money for it.
Yeah,
or
well,
you put up the money
that
for
would
it,
be
yeah.
part of it, and a lot of it is the creative as well. But we acquired the screenplay 3 years ago, so 3 years of being in the fetal position, and then we actually start shooting in Vancouver, BC, and we just wrapped this week actually.
Why did you choose to shoot in Canada?
Well, a lot of
It's cheaper. No.
Well, yeah, you save a little
Sorry.
bit. Yeah, it's cheaper is
say
different.
cheap.
That's okay, but the incentives are better there. And the movie takes place on the east coast of Maine, and the crews are so good in Vancouver that you can fake Maine.
Oh, so like
You
the
can-
scenery is kind of
it's
similar.
exactly like it. There's a lot of water, and there's a lot of old buildings, and there's a lot of little rural communities, and we have Juliette Binoche and Clive Owen, so we have an Oscar-winning actress and an
Wow.
Oscar-nominated
Clive
actor.
Owen.
Clive's,
Wow.
Yeah,
Clive's a
come to
handsome
mommy.
man.
Yeah.
Clive would come to mommy.
Can we get Clive to come down to the show?
Yeah, why
Well,
don't you give him a call during the break?
I think Clive's back in England right now doing all that stuff. But we'll gab about the movie later. But it's really interesting. And I brought some photos just to share with you
awesome.
Good.
that
We'll share
nobody in the
some
whole
video
world
and
has ever seen other than
Oh,
the
you're
people
getting an
that worked on it.
exclusive right here at D
Is
Broadcast.
Clive
There's another station that I could have gone to and I did not. We're going right here. We're going right here right now. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Are some of the photos of Clive?
Yes.
Okay,
Shirtless?
Yeah. No.
Good. So this.
The director and me, maybe, but that, other than that, no.
And we should mention, too, that your beautiful fiancée is
Yeah.
Haley Hamilton, who's a friend of the show. You see
Yes.
her often here. She's our resident
She's our wine
guru.
guru.
Listen, this woman knows more about wine and spirits than anyone I've ever met in my entire life. And when you actually have that discussion about
So
wine
was
with
she
her,
drunk on wine when you asked her to marry you?
No,
Does
she
that
was not.
affect? Does that have any type of
she was-
backlash in the
she was actually-
relationship?
she was incredibly coherent.
You're a
It's
smart man to
cracking
marry
her
a
up
woman
right
that
now.
loves wine.
She might be drunk right now.
Actually, she's just a little dreamy-eyed right now. I don't know
She's
what it is.
coming off her buzz from last night.
She was a part of helping us make this film.
Hour
too,
two, she's going to be crashed
Yeah.
in the audience.
No, but when Haley and I got together, she had $700 bottles of wine and a dog named Yoda.
And how many bottles did she drink because of dating
Well,
you?
I'm just saying now.
How many of those are left?
After being together a few years, there's probably about 1,500 bottles. You can't get rid of them. You can't drink them enough. There's
we
just
need
so
to
many
talk,
things.
girl.
Well,
Where
then
is
we'll
she?
see you tonight.
We need to talk.